Is what's going on, guys. So today we're going to be doing a video where we're comparing stock suspension to AI generated suspension with also the knowledge of bikes if you have that knowledge, and SPX suspension that you have to pay $8 for. So to start off, we're going to be doing the default suspension. We are going to do a lap on each suspension setup. We're doing this on the James Stewart compound. There's a good bit of braking bumps. There's some big booters, a lot of jumps that you can case or, over jump. So this will really put the suspension to the test to see which one is the best and why you should do it and why you shouldn't do it. I will prove to you guys real quick that we are on default suspension, and if you compare default to default, there is nothing changed at all. Suspension, drivetrain, and we're even on the standard mapping. So we're gonna go ahead and reset our tires and clean our dirty ass bike and make our way over to Tank, and then we're gonna do a lap. Hey Tank, I'm a bird.
It's my job. Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh my god, I landed that.
You landed there?
I did. Alright, hate how bouncy stock suspension feels. I do not miss riding. For like 600 hours, I just use stock suspension, which is crazy. Oh my god. I have to let off on the throttle in so many spots. It's crazy. Bike feels super heavy in the front, but super light in the back. This jump here will be the real test.
Well.
Oh my god, I just hucked that. Okay. I'm casing. I'm dead. Yeah, this jump does, because usually I send this like a booter. Got a little weird bounce right there. Back end is kind of kicking out a little bit. And we're not doing Supercross because I did not pay for the Supercross setup for SPX. I just didn't see a point to. I didn't want to waste my money, so we went ahead and just went halfsies and got the MX suspension. And yeah, we're gonna see how it treats us, I guess. There's a lot of hype built up around SPX, so I just want to see what it's all about. Like, the bumps don't feel horrible on stock suspension. It's just like the cornering feels absolutely atrocious. Like, I mean, some of the bumps kick you up weird, but the cornering is what feels really off on stock suspension. I don't know if you noticed that or not.
I have.
So that's one lap on stock suspension. We ran a 2:16.331. Pro, and I'll compare it to default. So if you guys want this setup, you can go ahead and copy it verbatim. So everything in black is obviously the setup that I made. The red is default, so don't copy the red text, just copy the black. All right, let's reset our tires, clean the bike, because we're neat freaks. And then, hey, watch this, watch this, watch this.
Aimbot, bro.
3, 2, 1. There's a 10. I can't. Oh my god, dude, that whip. Hit it for the line? Yeah.
I think it's show on the road.
Yeah, party, show, whatever. Starting off with a 360 because your guy is killer at this game. I let off way too soon. So already, you guys can tell that the bike is super planted to the ground, and it's handling the bumps magnificently. Also cornering. It's more of like a feel thing. Like I said though, like you guys can use the setup if you want. I did put it in the video. It's just crazy to me how much of a difference this is compared to stock. I mean, it's not even minor adjustments, there's a lot of adjustments on this setup, but like look at this. Fourth pinned, you don't even get that weird little funky bounce. Sets you up perfect for that corner. And I'm probably going to be a little biased in this video just because this is my own setup I created. But that's why I have Tank here, because he can give you honest opinions. Which I mean, I'm not saying that my opinions aren't honest, but you know what I mean. It's just so much more smooth, dude. Like, I can crack the throttle anytime I want, and it just doesn't give way at all. Like, it's just super smooth. Like, stock suspension, I would have ate that. And people say that a setup can't make you 5 to 10 seconds faster, but this setup proves it. This was 5 seconds faster than the lap time with the stock suspension. But then again, I did make a mistake with the stock suspension, and I left it in the video because I just wanted to show you that not having a good suspension does cause issues. If you are like an adamant player in this game and you have a bunch of hours. If you're a newbie, a setup is not going to do anything for you. It's honestly not. You're not going to notice a difference. Yeah, look at that. We're still going. We're still chopping. Actually, this lap time will be faster too. I might just run it for fun. Never mind. This setup that we're on right now is the SPX setup for MX Motocross for the YZ450, and we paid $8 for it. $8 whopping dollars for a few setting changes, okay? Yeah. So anyways, what's your opinion from the last setup, my setup?
Bike's much more planted than stock.
Yeah.
Obviously, the bike's much more user-friendly. It just, you can case and it just eats it. I don't know. Much more user-friendly, that's the way I'd put it.
What the f... So does SPX live up to the hype? Let's find out. I really don't want this to be a faster lap time than my personal setup. So, I mean, it still feels planted. It just feels... I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's definitely not a bad setup. Do I think it's worth $8 though? No. Because realistically, you can make the exact same setup as SPX with ChatGPT or even just testing yourself. You know what I mean? Oh, that was a weird bounce. Okay. Oof. What the? So overall though, like... Do I think this is worth $8? No. Someone just went into the game, changed settings, and then posted it for sale. I don't think that this setup is worth $8. If you're paying for a setup in MX bikes, then there's something wrong. That's all I gotta say. Like, we're in 2025, we have AI. If you really want to set up, take pictures of the screen, send it to ChatGPT, and it will give you a solid base to work from. I promise you. But, I mean, is this setup bad? No, it's not bad, but it's not great. It could be better. There's a lot of improvement here, and for $8, I feel like you should be getting something that's you don't need to mess with. And this is definitely like a setup where you need to adjust things to make it work for you. Not that I've adjusted anything to it yet, but I don't plan to. I'll just stick with my own personal setup. I'll give this lap another go since I wrecked on that lap. And we'll see if maybe, yeah. How's the SPX feel to you, Tank?
much better than stock. Again, I agree. Should not be $8. You can AI and shit. Just still user friendly. I think it's less planted than the setup you gave me. It
Oh,
feels
it's
less
definitely-
stable.
Yeah, it's a little bit less planted. I mean, it's still a good setup. Like, I'm not saying it's not, but at the same time, like, at least put some more effort into it to make it to where it's worth buying. You know what I mean? Or give out the
Yeah,
pro setups.
it is.
Like the actual pro setups
But
that
it's
you
still
guys
much
make for
better.
pros. But yes, it is still much
I
better
still
than
say it is
stock.
much better than stock.
Oh, anything's better than stock.
Yeah.
You can turn one thing up on like the compression and it'll be better than stock.
Yeah.
But yeah, this setup is just super planted for me. I don't know if it's just because I'm used to it now and I've been playing with it for a while, but it just feels super planted. And I'm hoping that some of you guys that do have SPX give my setup a try and try and compare them to your setups and see where mine comes in at. I mean, I think it's going to be a runner-up. I think you're going to be debating on choosing between SPX or my setup. But like I said, I used ChatGPT and my own common knowledge of dirt bikes and IRL suspension setups to create this, and I think it turned out pretty good. And I'm giving it to you guys for free. So yeah, like I'm like 2 seconds faster on my fast lap on this track. Oh nope, I just wrecked. Don't buy an $8 setup for MX bikes. It's just not worth it. Yeah, overall though, just trust yourself and make your own setups. Just play around, go into testing for a couple hours and just mess with the sliders, and eventually you'll come up with something that works for you. And remember guys, what works for someone else might not work for you. We're gonna do this by a grading scale. Alright, stock suspension gets an F. What does SPX come in?
B, A. It's
B or
pretty
A?
good. But
Alright, now what about my setup? I'm not gonna comment on my setup. I'll give the SPX like a high C or a B. I think it could be worked on, and I think that, you know, they could actually put a little bit more effort into something that they're going to be selling and making money off of.
I'd say your setup, from preference, gets a high B or an A. Definitely above SPX.
Like I said though, I'm not trying to dog on SPX. I just feel like it's ridiculous that you have to pay $8 for a setup whenever, you know, you have ChatGPT and all these different AI tools that can aid you in doing whatever you want. So
Don't think that.
we're gonna hit this. Alright, SPX, I see you. And I'm dead. That's bad.
That's gotta be something.
What?
I cased so hard, it spun me around and put me straight back onto the track, going forward.
On what setup?
Yours.
That's because that setup is god tier. Oh